Republicans don't want to talk about gay marriage. They don't want to talk, I mean, they want to talk about the economy, most of them. That's what's going to decide the election. If you look at the polls, that's where, the majority of folks, that's the most concerning issue. The other thing that's very striking is that, we've seen some polls come out recently that say for the first time, a majority of folks across the country feel like the next generation is going to do worse than their generation. So there is this idea that America's sort of slipping and the American dream is sliding beyond the reach of folks. Republicans want to focus on that, and certainly Democrats do too, to the extent that they can connect with voters. But when we've talked about this as well, Carl, it matters so much, not on the individual issues, but the tone and tenor of the Republican candidate, how they address these things. Mitt Romney, self-deportation was the buzzword that he used, and that
in a debate.
In a debate, and that was his, essentially, how he talked about immigration reform and how he talked about immigrants, and Hispanics and Asians were completely turned off by that. So,
of course,
to the extent whoever the Republican...
Donald Trump makes him look like St. Francis
Well, exactly.
of Assisi.
To the extent that the Republican, whoever the nominee is able to, address some of these things with language that isn't off-putting, then I think, a lot of the social issues perhaps they're not going to be the deciding factors in this election.